said I look like Jimmy, but like 4 years' time.
60s.
For the 3 people that don't know me, I'm James. Most people call me Jim. Kimberly, you can call me anytime. She doesn't. She doesn't. And much to the shock of those 3 people, I'm single. Thank you, Shannon. Now, I find dating difficult. I'm not particularly a natural at it, but you know, when it comes to dating apps, things have evolved, and you know, things have changed, right? I didn't realise how much of a red flag it was to be an Aquarius, and it's, you know, I don't care if you're into astrology and that, but essentially, you know, I've had girls powering me off because I was born in February. And you know, what's wrong with that? I blame my parents. But you know, dating could always be worse. You know, if you think about, you know, Philip Schofield's dating antics, got a little bit of trouble, didn't he? Now that part, you know, let's not talk about what he might have been doing. What I found interesting about that was he used what I call the gay defence. Now, the gay defence is when someone comes out, which I'm all for, but given the circumstances, isn't necessarily like a great time to do it. And you know, Philip's not the only one. Phil. So Kevin Spacey is another example. So he actually got, you know, charged and, you know, was accused of you know, sexual things with a minor. And the day that came out,
You can like Jim.
Thanks, Neil. No, that's all right. That's all right. Throwing me off now, mate. So yeah, Kevin Spacey announced on the day that he was accused that he was gay. Now, I try and imagine the conversation he was having with his lawyer at the time. So obviously the charges have come out. It's gone, well, Kevin, this doesn't look good. We probably should say something. Could say I'm gay. Are you gay? Yeah. Oh. Well, congrats, but being gay and being a paedophile aren't mutually exclusive. Like, you can be both. Oh. Well, I've already told everyone. But, yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. And J.K. Rowling is someone else who's used the gay defence. You see the trend of where I'm going here. Now, she did it a bit differently, because she didn't come out as gay, but she announced that Dumbledore was gay many years ago. Now, obviously, in recent times, she's the trans community in particular, not massive fans of her. And what I think she was doing with announcing that Dumbledore was gay was she was trying to, you know, sow the seeds and lay the foundations of, you know, being a shining light in that community. What she didn't do is kind of carry on after Dumbledore. And there's so many things that she could have done, you know, to get people on side. So, and it's just, you know, changing words or names in the books. So, you know, what if Harry competed in the Bi-Wizards tournament? Would have made it a different view. And, you know, there's so many other things. You could have had Harry, Ron, Veramy. And, you know, you could change a few, like, she didn't necessarily just have to be the LGBTQ plus community, you know, she could have gone into other areas, you know, she could have had Harry's godfather, serious African American. And I think, if nearly headless Nick, you know, if he had changed him to nearly dickless Nicola, then she might not have found herself in the trouble that she's in. I do find it weird when people have, like, strong opinions like that. Like, it's not something that you just wake up and go, I hate women with dicks. Like, that must be embedded in you. That was like things growing up, you know, the environment you're in, the people you're with. And, you know, she's not the only example. Like, I would have never compared Kanye West to Hitler before like 3 years ago. But here we are. And I was trying to think in my childhood, was there anything potentially that, if I, you know, got it wrong, or like misinterpreted it, could I have thought about things differently? And I remember a story when I was about 6 years old called the Pied Pipers. Everyone know the Pied Piper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick recap. So, Pied Piper. You know, very quick run through. He gets rid of all the rats in a village. The king's promised him to pay him £1,000. King actually only pays him 50, so he takes all the children. Now, the moral of that story, which is what I, you know, picked up when I was 6, was never break a promise. Right? Let's go back through the story and kind of dissect what happens, because essentially the Pied Piper commits 2 international war crimes. Right? Firstly, genocide. Wow. He says that he kills all the rats except one, right? You know, he could have just moved them away, drowns them all. You know, it's pretty ruthless, right? And you know, if you think about it in the modern day, like Israel and Hamas probably would be really proud of that number, like being so effective. I've got the light, so I need to finish off. But thank you. Thank you, Waj. I have to skip a bit, but basically, I always feel about the parents. I always feel bad for the parents of the kids because, you know, they did nothing wrong in that story, and you know, you just kind of imagine what they were doing at the time, being like, Jasmine, Fred, where's Jerry going? So, oh, he's skipping away with that Pied Piper now.
Go, Jim!
I was going to finish with like they're asking what the Piper's doing, and he says, "I'm gay." But bring my guy. Thank you.
Wow, he's done it. Wow.